Maybe the best podcast.
Maybe the best podcast. Maybe the best podcast. Yo, we taking off. We taking off.
That's the one.
Oh, man.
Maybe the best podcast.
What's up, everybody out there, man? This is your boy Twan, the student. Welcome back to another episode of Maybe the Best Podcast. This is episode 39.
39, bro.
And to my right, I got my two co-hosts, Lulu, Hot Dad, Vern Diddy. What's happening?
Hey.
What up? Welcome back, Lulu.
Yes.
Yeah.
Be more Ravens. What's up?
Gotta represent my team.
Gotta represent.
I mean, even though they lost to the Jags, but hey.
They don't need Cap. Just lost.
Y'all got routed, right? What was the final score?
I don't want to talk about it.
Y'all played the Jags. They
Yeah.
have Blake Bortles as their starting quarterback.
Yeah, but it was huge.
That's what she said. Anyhow, a lot of things taking place this week. So do we want to start right with the big not protest but demonstration?
Well, first off,
in the NFL,
as we always do, we want to shout out everybody out there looking at us on YouTube.
hey YouTube listeners and followers,
subscribing to us. Everybody out here on the live as well. Y'all please subscribe to us on YouTube, man.
YouTube.
On YouTube, get the full-fledged show on the YouTube,
man.
right?
So you can see Tupac. So you can see the Baltimore Ravens and
You know, I always got to rep my guy.
yeah.
I got another one too. I got another. So I know you have like how many pop shirts you got? I have them. I do. I didn't even realize it. Like I almost have a drove of pop shirts.
That's what's
Shout out to
up, bro.
Bay.
Hey man, I'm actually trying to transition into a life uniform.
Mm-hmm.
So like I try to wear like the same thing on a podcast because I want people to get used to like this guy just wearing the same thing.
So you're trying to be like Doug? Like,
yeah, Doug Funny.
So will this be your attire?
This is one of them. I'll
Okay.
probably have like a rotation of 3 things.
Okay.
So I don't seem like I'm dirty. I mean, we do it once a week, so I might wash it. Maybe I don't. Who knows? you
Nobody
know?
knows.
No one knows.
Better go do
But,
me.
I actually got
me.
it from Mark Zuckerberg, bro, who pretty much wears the same thing every day to work because he says that your brain needs to be free to think about more important things than, you know, what to wear in the morning.
Is that what it is? Or to stay rich, you don't buy clothes?
Right, exactly.
Maybe what it is rich people don't buy clothes because that's an insignificant thing. Like,
Right.
I don't need clothes or I don't need nice clothes to do what I do.
I
Yeah.
told y'all before, if you want to know if they got money, you look at what type of watch they have on.
That's
Yes.
hard. That's hard for our culture,
The
though.
timepiece. It's the
'Cause-
timepiece.
So what are they wearing? Like Casios or Cartier?
Audemars. We talking about Rollies. Like that's where that bread at. It's the timepiece. That's how you gotta. They'll have an ugly cabana shirt, right?
Yep.
It'll be untucked. You know, they have some slacks on. You probably get in a Lincoln Town car. But if you look at that timepiece, it's like, oh. Well, we can say spend 100,000 for the time. I like that song, French Montana.
Yeah.
Montana. Speaking of, we're gonna get into some music later on, some albums that we
Oh, yeah.
that I've been listening to. So shout out to French Montana.
Dope. But yeah,
The protest that wasn't protest.
Yeah.
demonstration. Demonstration, because for the record, again, and I don't want to spend any real time on the actual protest because obviously the longer you talk about it, the more it becomes everything else but the protest. But again, for the final time for me, at least for today, the protest was never about protesting against, and it's not against the American flag. It is not against the national anthem. It is done during those times to bring awareness on the major platform
That's
that
the only
Colin
time they
Kaepernick
care.
had.
Let's just be real. That's
Right.
the only time.
Yeah.
I just thought of something. Go ahead.
The protest was for what he said, the injustice, the circumstances in which black and brown people are living in, where cops could kill a black person, an unarmed black person, and get PTO, get paid time off, get suspended with pay, and then not ever have a conviction. These are the things that Colin Kaepernick was protesting. He wasn't protesting against police. He wasn't protesting against servicemen. He wasn't protesting against the flag nor the national anthem. In fact, he went out of his way to say that I appreciate the men and women that serve. I appreciate all the people that do things the right way, but until the flag represents what it's supposed to represent in this nation, I won't stand for the anthem nor the flag. We have to remember that the flag and the national anthem are merely symbolism.
Yeah.
It's symbolic to what the country is supposed to be. which, our Constitution clearly outlines. And so for any military vets, any policemen, anybody out there that's getting offended by the protest or when it's being done, you guys should be equally upset that the issues that the flag is supposed to represent aren't being handled properly by our government officials or by us individually. We're not doing the things that we're supposed to do. And if we're not going to uphold what the flag is supposed to mean, then you guys are worshiping a piece of shit. And that's just what it is.
Yeah.
And I'm done.
I thought it was a joke, the whole demonstration. Nobody kneeled.
Can we lock arms? Can we lock
yes.
arms? Brotherhood.
Are we locking arms?
Yeah.
Brotherhood. Because this is the approved protest.
Right here.
This is the
what we're
approved version of protest.
This is the proof.
This is what Donald Trump supports. So we can do this. This is okay, right? As long as it doesn't make you guys uncomfortable.
It was a joke. Nobody kneeled for Cap during his time when he was there. He still doesn't have a job, but Donald Trump called everybody sons of bitches, and everybody's like, no, we're going to rally together against Donald Trump.
Right.
Why was nobody rallying against Colin Kaepernick? He did nothing wrong. It wasn't like it was for attention or anything. He just stood in a corner, kneeled during the national anthem, and went and played his game.
Oh, he sat for the national anthem.
Sat, kneeled,
and then he
whatever.
kneeled out of respect.
Yes. But either way, it wasn't...
Right.
It wasn't harming anybody, but now because Donald Trump said something, not everybody, not only the players, but the GMs and the coaches and stuff, I think it's a joke. It's a joke. Ray Lewis, out of everyone, I love Ray Lewis, Baltimore Raven fan.
Shout out to not Ray Lewis.
Yeah, like you're over here talking all that shit about Kaepernick, and you're the first one, both knees down on the ground. You even said Kaepernick didn't get a job because his girlfriend put the racist picture up about you, which wasn't even racist. That was pretty funny.
It was hilarious.
It was. So you're the one over here. You're the first one to tear him down, but the first one to support everybody in the NFL against Donald Trump. I don't get it.
Can I say that if you have something that you're trying to do, if Colin Kaepernick really wanted to get a job in the NFL, and he knows the game he's playing, he understands the politics that are in motion right now, you do talk to your girl and say, hey, can you please not do that?
Yeah, I do.
But the point is, he doesn't give a fuck.
No.
I'm going to let my girl be my girl and do things the way she wants to do things because we all right. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to get back in the league to play the politics game. I'm going back. I would like to get back to play quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah.
That's it. Now, if I'm not welcome the way I am, fuck it.
The picture wasn't even racist. It was funny. It was do you know what picture it was?
Mm-hmm. It was the picture from Django.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, that's who Ray Lewis is, for just being perfectly honest. You know, he didn't... I wasn't demonstrating. I was out there on the field with my brothers. And there's a difference. I didn't get down on one knee. I got down on both knees.
What's the difference? What's the difference?
Like,
one knee for the flag and my brothers.
That sounds so
Two
good.
knees for Jesus.
No.
And you can see my mouth moving. I was praying. I was praying at a time of turmoil to see that Jesus could... What would Jesus do during a time like this?
I know.
Nigga, what the fuck is you talking about, bro?
I know.
Like, we for real right now? Why?
I know.
Jesus stood up and fought for what he believed in.
Jesus died.
Yeah, he died. Yeah. I mean, he fought. If you want to compare the two, I mean, you know, but like Kaepernick, he's fighting for what he believes in and he's not backing down. Jesus fought for what he believed in and he's not backing down.
So Colin is more like Jesus.
Yeah.
Not Ray Lewis. Okay.
Man, look.
Fair enough.
I posted on Facebook earlier today that Ray Lewis, I don't want to call him a pretend Bible thumper, but he's out here, you know, bouncing around and putting himself in this light of a big-time Bible thumper. I pray for everything. If you know this word, then you know that the word tells us to not put on these public displays for show. You could have prayed for your brothers in the locker room. They would have known that you were united with them, and you said, I'm not for this protest. I'm not for any demonstration. I can't be out there on the field with you guys for that because I don't want to misrepresent myself and what I stand for.
Optics.
But I love you guys, and I'm going to be here for you. And I'm going to pray for you in this locker room because we brothers. And when y'all get on the field, I pray for your safety, but y'all go do y'all thing. And I'm going to wait right here for y'all. Could have done that, but nah. He went out on the field. He locked arms with his brothers. He got down on one knee and was like, nah, they going to crucify me for this. Let me drop down to two. And I'm going to pray.
I mean, isn't the commandments, thou shalt not lie and thou shalt not kill? So why'd you lie on trial about attempted murder?
Damn.
Where's the white suit, Ray?
Damn.
And again, I
can
love
ring the petty
me.
bell
I
on
love
that.
me some Ray
You can ring
Lewis.
the petty bell on that. We got the petty bell on here.
Come on.
You gotta ring the petty bell.
We should
Don't-
definitely get a petty bell.
Listen, good. You
My
drove,
God.
you drove that thing home.
I mean,
I mean, you know, I don't damn. You know, I don't care.
Yeah, man.
If
But
that's gonna get up to 10K, they gonna get up to 10K. But listen,
someone had to say it.
shout out to Jay Wise, and I'm gonna tell you why.
all right. Shout out Jay Wise for
Soon
any reason.
as he saw that picture, he said, "Twan, I guarantee you." He said it on the live when we was on live. He said, "I guarantee you, Ray Lewis is going to say, I wasn't protesting, I was praying." Now I'm gonna tell y'all from my aspect. So when I hear that, I'm like, yeah, I could see that. That's what he's gonna say. I could see him doing that.
Right.
When I heard it, y'all, and I heard it from him, okay? So when I heard it,
With the fake passion.
yeah, when I heard it, I said, no, why did it right on the head? And the funny thing is, he even did it in the Ray Lewis voice. So for me to hear Ray Lewis be like, and when I did it, I dropped down. I was like, yo, for real? You did that? Like that's, and all right, I want people to understand something right now.
Shout out to prayer.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with prayer.
Ain't nothing wrong with prayer. That's what I was just getting ready to situate that.
Prayers
Okay.
work.
That's not what this is about.
If you
This is about
If you believe.
this dude taking such a hard stance. Because you know what he always does? He always throws this word around. Brother. And brotherhood, right?
I'd like to come back to that, but go ahead.
He always say that.
Is it like brother, like Hulk
He always be
Hogan?
like, I'm a part of this brotherhood,
No.
and this brother this, and this brother that. But when your brother in culture goes and peacefully does something, you say you do too much for the military and you do too much for that. You blatantly ignore his plight. Even when I was looking at the video with him and Chris Carter, blatantly ignored him. This is not about Colin Kaepernick. That's what you gotta understand. This is not. Well, what the hell is it about? Because I don't appreciate, respect, or support, and this is just my stance, any NFL player that did anything Sunday that didn't do anything prior to Sunday on the strength of Trump. That's bullcrap. Y'all mean to tell me that somebody like that can get more of a reaction out of us and what we need to do than somebody like us of just our culture? You know what I'm saying? That's very it was very disappointing. It was extremely disappointing.
Yeah.
And the reason why, and all the listeners out there and the people that's watching, and you go, oh, he said us. You know why? Because a lot of them other jokers, what they did, reneged. That's what they did. And this is what I was talking about on the last episode. How down are you? Do you just want to be Brandy? You just want to be down? You just want to be down? Because that's what I seen. I seen a whole bunch of, you know what I'm saying? You too young for that. But you go back and look at the video. You know, everybody out there know what I'm talking about. I'm showing my age. I don't care your mamas. But, you just want to be down. That's all I seen. And then with that, oh, well, I wish we wouldn't have did this. And I wish you doing, I wish Sandra Bland wouldn't have got killed. Yeah. I wish Mike Brown was still alive.
Right.
I wish George Zimmerman would have left Trayvon Martin alone when he said, stop following me.
Yep.
But that didn't happen.
Right. And that's why we are here. And that's what the protest is about.
Yeah.
Now, going back to the brotherhood, one of the things that Ray Lewis said in that talk while talking to Chris Carter was, Shannon Sharp is my brother. He has my phone number. He could have called me. Now, Ray, when you got on Shannon Sharp's show, you made it known that you reached out to Colin Kaepernick, or you could have reached out to Colin Kaepernick. And if you didn't have his number directly, you play in the NFL. There's only so many agents, and a lot of the players kind of move in the same circles. You could have reached out to him the same way you want this man to reach out to you. Now, at that time, you said that you were speaking with Steve Bisciotti on behalf of Colin Kaepernick. You said you were trying to get this man into the Baltimore Ravens organization. So what you should have done, if you're a part of this brotherhood,
right,
and you believe in his stance, maybe not the way he's presenting it, but you believe in him, what you should have done is called him and said, hey, look, I'm working behind the scenes on your behalf. I'm making as many moves as I can for you. Hang tight. And I guarantee you that picture would have never came out that Nessa sent out. I guarantee you that never would have got sent out. So that leads me to believe you don't have anybody's back but your own.
Yeah.
You're out here trying to get pressed because realistically, football is all you have. And when people forget about you, it's over. Your life is over. Probably in your personal life, and I'm reaching here, but I'm guessing nobody really fuck with you like that. Because you phony as fuck in front of the camera. I can only imagine how you are at home.
Yeah.
You don't just turn this shit on and off. Like, I'm the same dude. Some people hate me because I'm me. Some people love me because I'm me. But I can't imagine anybody loving you the way you are, bro, outside of Jesus. Shout out to him, whatever. But Ray Lewis, you're a fucking joke. To me, personal opinion, fuck you and your flag.
Yeah.
Oh, back to the Donald Trump thing, though. Mm-hmm. Very calculated move. Either that or, was it you who said it last week, that Donald Trump just throw shit out and hope something stick?
Mm. Yep.
Okay. That could be the case, or he's very calculated and he's a fucking genius, right? Because he successfully changed the narrative in one move and got everybody in the NFL and Sports Illustrated to go along with this whole new protest of Trump. So he redirected he doesn't mind the scrutiny.
I don't think Trump is that smart. I think the media is that smart. I think the Sports Illustrated cover that has all those players on it and omitting Kaepernick, that is a smart motherfucker. That's somebody like you that peeped it.
But what I would have done is at least put Eric Reed in there. Colin Kaepernick's brother, who had been there from the very beginning of the protest. At least you got nobody that was there from the beginning. You can say Michael Bennett has always been down for the cause, but let's just be real.
Yeah.
Nobody on that cover represents the actual issue outside of maybe Michael Bennett, just because of the situation that happened in Vegas and he got hip to it.
Yeah.
And he's always been an advocate for awareness for these issues. But no. I do believe that LeBron James cares. I believe that Steph Curry. I believe that a lot of players or people in that imagery cares.
Care about what?
But not enough to risk their jobs. Not enough to risk their jobs.
Oh, I ain't heard LeBron say one thing since he was on the ESPYs.
Right, but I don't think you have to get out in front of everything. They did the hoodies. They wore the "I Can't Breathe" shirts. Like that was the NBA. That was LeBron, Chris Paul. Carmelo Anthony that was in front of all that before.
No, I know. I'm talking about the ESPYs last year, like when they did the whole all black thing and everything like that. And I mean, we see what Cap doing. Cap is loud, silent.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful. He's doing everything the right way.
Somebody actually liked that Instagram comment the other day. Cap posted something, and this was like a month or so ago. He posted it. And I was like, "LOL, man, continue to stay loud, silent. We got your back." You know what I mean? And because, this was around the time where everybody was like, he need to say something. I mean, man, I said enough, man. We need to do something for him. Yeah. That be the problem. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it's not enough troops out here rallying around. And like you said, everybody want to get bucked to something else. Right. You know what I mean? And you can't. That's just, you should be very disappointed in yourselves for a guy of that caliber. Because I don't believe in titles. I don't subscribe to them.
So, question for you guys, both of you, and I'm pulling this question directly from Two Civilized Savages. In the work environment, because you guys have brown skin, of course, you showed up to work the other day in a Colin Kaepernick jersey.
Oh yeah, how did that go?
Oh,
how do you approach the situation when people ask you at work? How do you feel about the flag? Because I was asked the very first day it happened. I was approached because my GM knows that I'm a Colin Kaepernick fan.
Oh, I got something to say.
I'm a 49er fan.
I got it.
And the first thing I was asked was, "What's up with your boy Vernon? What is he doing?" And I said, honestly,
as if you cool with that. Like, as if you ain't cool with it. Like, what's up with your boy, man? Like,
this
what?
Give him a call.
This is the first week of this. The very first week of this. So we going all the way back to last year, and I was like, honestly, I kind of agree with Cap. Now, I wasn't, all the way deep into it the way I am now a year later.
Yeah.
But at that time, I said, on the very first week, I kind of agree with Cap, and I see where he's coming from. And ever since then, I've been catching flack for it. But I don't really care because, I talk about all sorts of shit at work. I'm never afraid to push the envelope. So How do you guys handle the conversation, or how do you handle the initial question?
Yeah.
And then how do you go from there? How do you proceed?
So I'm not gonna use work because pretty much everybody that I work with, they all agree with Colin Kaepernick and what he's doing, and it's not against the flag, but it's for a cause. But on Tuesday, I was actually in class for school, and we had a break, and the professor goes, "So what do you guys think about the NFL protests?" And everybody stayed quiet. And then I was like, what do you mean? He goes, do you think it's disrespectful? Blah, blah, blah. And I gave him my opinion. And I was like, no, it's not disrespectful. He's going for a cause, blah, 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 this and that. And he's like, but what about the people that died? And I was like, well, people that fought in wars and died, they died for your right to exercise your First Amendment right. He's from Canada, by the way. He's not even from the States.
And that's what I noticed. I noticed
he's not from the States.
I noticed that.
And I could tell that he's more conservative because he was saying all this stuff like, oh, well, if I were the NFL owners, I would have fined him years ago or last year because according to the rule book, his socks, the knee-high socks, was out of dress code, so I would have cut the whole national anthem thing right there and fined him, blah, blah, blah.
During practice.
Yeah, and I was like, okay. And then what else did he say? Oh, he said, who do you think is in the right or who's less wrong in the situation, Donald Trump or the NFL? And I was like, Donald Trump is more in the wrong because you're the president. Why are you picking on the NFL? Puerto Rico right now has no food, no water, no nothing, and you're over here picking on the NFL over a national anthem and the flag.
Yeah. Can you do me a favor and pull up flag codes, please?
Flag codes?
Oh yes, that
Can you do me a favor?
funny because when you get to the flag code,
And I seen your Instagram post.
yeah. Now
And I saw it too.
Tommy Lauren, did her new show on Fox,
Do we
and
have to
she
talk about
is
her?
going. Well, look, she's going ham on the players of the NFL that disrespected the flag and the national anthem this weekend while wearing a flag on her shirt. And I was like, oh, she don't know.
Well, can I tell
She
you the
has
irony?
no idea.
Can I tell you the irony about that?
Here we go.
She got fired for speaking her mind on The View, saying that she believes that you shouldn't tell women what to do. The Blaze didn't like that. Guess what happened? She got fired. The NFL is protesting for something that they don't like, and she's over here saying that everybody needs to be fired. When you did the same exact thing,
It's easy to point the finger and say what other people shouldn't be allowed to do when it doesn't fit your narrative.
Exactly.
Twan talks all the time about changing the narrative, and
But
they've
she talks out
successfully
of her
done
ass
that.
all the time.
Yeah.
But one of the things, I posted on Facebook earlier this week, or maybe a couple days ago, and I just simply wrote "mask off." The mask off thing, there's so many layers to it, and I'll just keep this part simple. Black people in America, especially in corporate America, we have to wear a mask on a daily basis to work. Okay, we can't hide our brown skin, but everything else about ourselves we have to mask to a degree in order to be accepted,
The
right?
way we speak, the way we laugh, the way our demeanors.
Right. So our natural state at work is a sense of discomfort.
Yeah.
The moment we make y'all uncomfortable, y'all spaz the fuck out. You know what I mean? We can't speak our mind because y'all get uncomfortable and you ball up into a shell and say, no, you shouldn't be able to speak.
Yeah.
We're uncomfortable all the fucking time. So from now on, if I'm uncomfortable, you're going to be uncomfortable. And until you learn how to make me comfortable, I'm not going out of my way to make y'all comfortable.
Which is kind of
Y'all just got to deal with who the fuck I am.
what Greg Popovich said.
Hey, it is what it is. Mask
Shout out
off.
to him.
So,
Always shout out to Pop. So we talking about flag
flag.
and disrespecting of this flag.
Can you tell me what's disrespectful to the flag? Like what's
Yeah.
literally considered disrespect to the flag?
The flag, and this is from Flag Code. United States Flag Code. If you type this in for all the lookers out there and the listeners, the flag should never be used for any advertising purpose. It should not be embroidered, printed, or otherwise impressed on such articles as cushions,
Damn.
handkerchiefs,
Fuck.
napkins.
That too?
There's your 4th of July, you motherfuckers. Boxes, or anything intended to be discarded after temporary use.
You could have stopped that 4th of July.
We're done.
That whole weekend.
We're done.
Old Navy with the T-shirts.
The flag
American
should
flag
not
ones.
be used as part of a costume or athletic uniform. We're done.
I've seen the Army college team actually change up their uniform to put the flag on their helmet. That's weird. They weren't supposed to do that? Fucking military. That's weird.
No. No. The flag, did I say this? Or any athletic uniform, except that a flag patch may be used on the uniform of military personnel, firefighters, police officers, and members of patriotic organizations. That don't say NFL.
Nope.
So we gonna stop right there because I think points been proven.
Well, there was another one. The flag should never be horizontal.
Yes.
It should never be laid out.
This is where the NFL violates
in
it.
such a way that it is not respectful. It's supposed to be flown high, and it's supposed to be flown higher than any other flag. It should never be laid out unless you're pulling it down to fold it, and at that point, it should never touch the ground. So,
Yeah.
those
It's not touching the
large
ground, it should not be-
displays of the flag in the center of the NFL fields is disrespectful to the flag. If the flag had feelings, or if we're just following U.S. code.
So with that being said,
You disrespectful bitch-made motherfuckers.
you disrespectful. How dare you? But you see, this is what I'm talking about when I talk about and it's no longer white supremacy. See, we put that to sleep the other night. It is white fragility, because anyone who creates a system that purposely keeps other folks down has a fragile mind state.
Right. Supreme means I'm better. I don't have to
So
create any stumbling blocks for you because I'm better than
we
you.
no longer doing that. We no longer doing that. The fragilists out there. This is the thing. You cannot expect someone to uphold their own words when they don't uphold treaties historically. Historically, they have broken treaties.
But
Super facts.
historically, laws fit one type of group.
We discussed that with policy
We
earlier
discussed that
today.
with policy, but at the same time, this is what you're seeing. And the funny thing about it is, Max Kellerman brought this up on First Take. This has been posted on social media, and ain't nobody getting in trouble.
Nope.
Well, because that's not the issue. The issue is, like she said, like we discussed, policy was created without us in mind. In fact, the only parts that include us are the parts that said we are insignificant and we are 3/5 of a person, right? When even slavery was abolished or ratified, which it actually was, there was just new rules created to undermine us. We were never ever going to be considered on equal footing. So the rules that they have that would implicate them, well, it's easy to dismiss those, and we'll just create new rules and say, no. That nigga sat down and then he kneeled, and that's disrespectful, and we'll spin it however the fuck we want to spin it because that's what we get to do. That's the society we live in.
I read somebody's Facebook post, I don't know, that they were saying they don't get how Colin Kaepernick can be hailed as a hero for sitting during the national anthem, but Tim Tebow kneeled and prayed during the national anthem and they crucified him. But I was like, where are they praising Kaepernick? Like, everywhere was all negative things about him, just as it was for Tebow. So I don't know what you were looking at. It's the same situation.
But yeah, I mean, the system is flawed. Tim Tebow might not be Tom Brady. He's not Aaron Rodgers. He's not even Colin Kaepernick. But what the guy is, he's a fantastic leader. He seems to be a devout person, an honest person. And I think he's a great fit in any locker room. He might not be your starting quarterback. He might not even be your backup. He can be your third stringer. But if he can keep the guys motivated, put them on the field. When I hear the word distraction, that tells me, that goes back to the fragile mind state. Y'all some pussies if y'all can't deal with the distraction. Because it's not a distraction to me that the media is here. And if it is, if it's a problem for ownership, if it's a problem for leadership within the company, then you put them out.
Yeah.
But it's the players that are contributing to your wealth, your success on the field and off the field. It is those players that matter the most. Have their back and tell the media to fucking kick rocks. You're not going to come into my locker room, into my establishment, and stir up shit with stupid questions. If you want to ask a question about football, basketball, whatever the case is, do that. If you want to ask a question about politics, well, wait until he hop in his car. and then you do that. Because
Yeah.
we're not going to do that in my locker room, okay? He can do whatever he want to do on the field. He can protest however he wants to. And I'm going to tell him, Colin, in the locker room, when you come into this locker room, this is my territory. This is my shit. You ain't answering questions regarding that shit in here. You do that shit out here. I got your back. I'm going to make sure that any attention that comes your way is going to be the right attention so you can focus on the things that you want to focus on. Do everything else outside. That's the way to approach it instead of saying don't do it at all.
Yeah.
Tell them, do it on your time. The protest, I can't stop you from doing that. You know, and I should have your back. Maybe I don't agree, so I probably won't, but I'll help you out as much as I can to make this not an issue. And that's how you get rid of a distraction.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, man, you just got to get out in front of it, man. It's disappointing that the narrative keeps just getting further and further away. But shout out to people like Shannon Sharp. Shout out to people like Chris Carter.
Greg Popovich.
Greg
Yes.
Popovich. Shout out to people that get it.
Yes.
That get something that shouldn't be so hard to get, right?
Yep.
I think the other people get it as well. They just choose to ignore it.
There you go.
They're being blatantly ignorant.
Which is what ignorance is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, guys, we will be back. I know we
Yes.
spent the whole first segment talking about this, but we got some really good shit
Oh,
coming up.
man, the next segment, man, sports.
Music.
R.I.P. Hugh Hefner,
Yes.
music. Let's get it popping.
Yeah, man.
Real quick, if anybody has season tickets they want to burn, just give them to me, and I'll do it for you, or use them,
That part.
whatever. And Roger
For the
Goodell
pussy.
is a bitch still.
Shout out to Raji.
No, he's a bitch.
Maybe the best podcast.
All right, welcome back to part 2 of Maybe the Best,
Maybe the best podcast.
So, yeah.
Episode 39.
episode 39.
39, man.
Yeah, man.
We old and stuff.
It feels great. You know, it's dedication. Mm-hmm. Man, I'm going to say hard work. It doesn't seem like it's hard work to just get here and talk with y'all. It's actually really dope to do it. But, I mean, to do it 39 consecutive weeks, like, that's hard work. No matter how easy we make it seem, that shit is hard work. We
Yeah.
did it. So, 13 more weeks.
You guys
We are
did it.
literally, this makes 3/4 of the year.
Wow.
Because with 13 weeks left to go, that's exactly a quarter left of the year. Boom. We out here.
We popping. We gonna have to do a live show for New Year's or something.
I'm so interested in doing that, and I think it would be really, really dope, man. I think for the people that that are local and follow us, it's really dope. And then like to be able to reach out and maybe hit parts of like maybe Tampa and other local-ish areas that could
Yeah.
drive out and do the show, man, and just incorporate so many other things: music, fashion, the podcast, and just having a good ass time, man. Just everybody have a drink, smoke, whatever your vice is. Just come together for some positivity and some fun. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, maybe the best live.
Ooh, that just sounds like a great show title.
Yeah.
Maybe the best live.
I gotta be
Best
on the lookout
live.
for maybe the best live.
We gonna make it happen.
Be on the lookout, y'all. So shout out to everybody out there again on the YouTuber, on YouTube, on the live. R.I.P. Hugh Hefner.
R.I.P. Hugh Hefner.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Yeah.
As I'm gonna go here first.
Okay.
Hey.
All right.
As a woman, how did you always view Hugh Hefner? And how do you view him now in his passing? But not him, more so the praises that he's getting in his passing. Like how do you, for a woman, what does Hugh Hefner mean to you?
Well, I sent out a tweet yesterday as soon as I found out that he passed away. I said, you might not agree with what he did, but he was a pioneer in the magazine industry, and that's what he'll always be remembered as. He'll be a legend, so rest in peace to him. I personally have never read Playboy, but I know what Playboy is.
No one reads Playboy.
Or look at Playboy. But I know it's, from my understanding, it was more of the, it's like tastier than the other ones, than like Penthouse and stuff. It was more classier.
Shout out to Penthouse.
And there are also articles in there that you can read, not just look through photos and stuff. So, and I know he put people on the map. If you were on Playboy, you were there.
Anderson,
Yep.
Shane McCarthy,
Yep.
Yeah.
Marilyn Monroe.
Marilyn Monroe.
Anna Cherry. That's an Instagram personality. Shout out to you, baby.
I did find it. I still do find it gross that he was this old guy. He could easily been your grandfather.
Great grandfather.
And you were over there trying to chase him and be one of his girlfriends and whatnot. It's just,
I think the lifestyle of the girlfriends was different. You know what I mean? Like the bunnies part and all of that shit. Like that was just part of a lifestyle that you wanted to get into Hollywood, that Beverly Hills inner circle, and it was exposure and could help your career out significantly, right? But the girlfriend part of it, I was just like, I'm thinking like these young women. It's like, wow, man, it's we got this mega millionaire. We do whatever we want to do. We can live the life that we never could have done because we don't have legitimate talents outside of genetics or plastic surgery.
Yep.
And we get to live a lifestyle that we would have never been able to live before, and all we got to do is suck a wrinkle dick.
Ew.
So shout out to suck the wrinkle dick. You know what I'm saying?
Right there, crazy.
I'll be a bunny for that dick.
Hey, be a bunny for that dick.
And that's another thing too. Everybody wanted to be a Playboy bunny.
Tell a joke. Be funny for that dick. Hey.
That's what everybody wanted to be. Everybody wanted to be a bunny. Everybody wanted to go to the Playboy Mansion.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Andrew Bynum went to the Playboy Mansion.
It's still a place that I've always wanted to go. Like, I'm not one of those people that says, "Oh, I want to backpack across Europe," or "I want to visit this foreign land." Like, I really want to see like local things. Like, I want to see the Grand Canyon. I want to see Niagara Falls. I want to go to Madison Square Garden. I want to go to the Playboy Mansion. Like, those are things that I want to see in my lifetime. I don't care about anything else around the world because I don't know. I just don't see anything significant about it.
And I think everybody can agree that he lived a fulfilling life.
Yeah, man. And what was he, 90?
91.
91? So, I mean...
And he died of natural causes, too.
That's what's up, man. He probably died in that pussy. Lived his whole life in that pussy. Hey.
Y'all crazy. They crazy. I'm telling you, they crazy out here, y'all. For me, doesn't really mean anything. I mean, I don't know. I remember, for me, what was his name? Jerry Flint?
Yeah.
Is
that Penthouse dude?
Yeah.
The Hustler magazine guy.
Okay.
That's more so like they was trying to like oust him type of thing because he was bringing the rough, regular, raw to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know.
I remember a time.
Alexis, Texas. I don't. Yeah. I don't have a feeling about it. Like you said, he lived a full life. He was 90.
Yeah. I mean, he's a legend, but it's like, it's one of those things. Like, will we miss him?
Yeah.
No.
Will the magazine continue?
Probably. I actually have a copy of Playboy magazine in my back room.
And I honestly want to know, as far as like day-to-day operations, how involved was he? Leading up to his death. Maybe the machine was already working for umpteen years, and they were just waiting for him to croak. I don't know.
Who knows, man? I work for an organization where our owner is 17. So he's he just turned 78, and he's involved in day-to-day operations, like walking around the property, meeting for sales meetings and all that, closing out contracts. So I think it's very much possible if you love what you do, and you love the brand that you built, then I think you will want to be involved as much as possible until you physically can't anymore.
Yeah.
So.
Gotcha.
Of course, I don't know, how he lived his past few days, weeks, months, years, however. But, the last time I remember seeing Hugh Hefner on TV, he was full of smiles. He had his, traditional Playboy robe on with his hat and his pipe, looking like Popeye the Sailor Man, with some young fun bags next to him. So shout out to Hugh.
Shout out to Hugh. R.I.P. Hugh.
Yeah, man. Speaking of fun bags, and we wanted to get to this. Last week? Maybe 2 weeks ago. In a relationship, in a new relationship especially, when is it okay to be fully yourself sexually? Let's even before the sex, like when is it okay to like be your true self in a relationship? When you first meet somebody new, you put on your best version of yourself. You probably do your hair every day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I get a lineup every couple days. Twan probably keep the baldy super fresh every day. might even manscape a little bit. You know what I'm
I
saying?
manscape all the time.
Yeah. But I think you
Sweat too much.
I'm pretty sure we do it more when we are in that courting phase.
Right.
Of course.
But when is it okay to drop the mask and then pull out your full freak? And when is it okay for the person that you're with to pull out their full freak?
That's a good question. I'm gonna let Lulu go first on that one. That's a good question.
I'm trying to think.
Come on, live.
I'm trying to think. I think maybe after like a month, maybe 2 months is when I started. Like I would put on my makeup and do my hair and stuff, and then it would be like I just do a little makeup to no makeup, and then just go with a messy bun. But I think you should always flirt, even if it's right there on that line. So it makes you feel wanted in that way, in a sexual way, and then you can just bring it out after that same time period, like maybe a month or so. So
when we're talking unadulterated self, we just mean sexual.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I be real?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, please,
right?
Please.
I think probably the number one issue that people have with the sexual aspect of their relationship is the fact that they wasn't that to start out with. See, I'm a different thinker about sex. Okay. Sex is like when you decide to have sex with a person and you go off for whatever moral compass you go off of. I'm not here to. I'm talking about we're already at the decision of I'm going to give myself up.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that's about pleasure and the enjoyment of each other. So there shouldn't be any holding back at any moment from the very first time that you guys decide.
Twan D voice. Let me ask you a question.
All right.
So let me ask you a question.
But I'm about to tell. Okay.
So let me ask you a question.
Ask it.
You should be your full self, right? All right. So at what point? Because is it the first time y'all have sex? Are you ready? Y'all already committed to it. We gonna do this. Might as well be your full self. At what point do you lift your leg up and push your head right there to eat your ass?
This is what I'm getting ready to say right here. Right? So I had to learn this. I had to grow and learn this because like a lot of I saw that a lot of issues in other people's relationships and even in past relationships where the sexual aspect wasn't fully established in the beginning and it just gradually, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Opposed to, so what I'm saying is, to me, sex is sex. Like it's no, for me, whatever your sex is your sex. So like licking booty is sex to me.
Yes.
It's a part of sex to me.
Yeah.
To somebody else, it may be an additional thing.
A part of
you feel what I'm
foreplay.
saying? So I think you have to have, two people have to have a keen understanding of what sex is to them.
Yeah.
I think that talk is imperative to have, right? So especially with the woman.
My dog sounded like an adult.
So you have to have that conversation, you know, because you know some certain things, even for are taken even from that woman as gay, you know, or whatever the case may be. So you don't want to just. That's again. I think that talk should already be. You know what I'm saying? Should already be, and everything else should be more so presented in a new manner. Like, okay, I knew you didn't like that, but now you want to explore that, opposed to you bringing some shit up that you always liked, and now that person think you trying to explore that. And like, what the fuck going on? Am I not enough? Am I this? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, like I like that. Period. You know what I'm saying? So
gotcha.
That's just me.
But see,
ain't no such thing as 90-day probation on freakiness.
Well, see, I think that's the guy's perspective. I know we had a conversation about this off camera, not like a couple months ago. It was me, visual director Bang. You had asked if you see a guy in the club, would you go home with him? And me and her both agreed you have to have some kind of attraction to him, but you're not gonna go home right away. You gotta know the person. Because you don't know how that person's gonna be. You say sex is sex, but for women, it's not like that. There has to be some type of connection because it's like we're vulnerable.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, what I was talking about was you've already done that. Like whatever your decision to give your body up is. So whatever that woman decision was, whether it was, I like him a little bit. I'm talking about when you arrive at that moment.
Gotcha.
You've already made your decision based on your moral compass. Yeah. You've arrived at that moment. So that means whatever you like about sex should be that all the time. Mm-hmm. So you're right. I want to correct myself because I probably did sound like a dude talking about something. Pussy is pussy. And all the women listen to something. See, pussy is pussy to them. That's what I'm talking about. They probably cut me off. They probably ain't even listening no more. But nah, that's not what I was talking about.
Changing the narrative and shit.
Yeah, I wasn't talking about that. I was just saying once you arrive at that moment, it should then be what you like. Whatever sex is for you, is what it should be. It shouldn't be like 3 months later, let me add in the fact that I like to get my ass licked or my balls licked or I like sloppy head. You know what I'm saying? I made that mistake. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure it had that person feeling like that was just something that they had to do, opposed to just automatically, that's how I like head. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying.
Shout out to the fam, Lisa, for chiming in.
Yes.
Me personally, I'm still trying to figure that out. I think, like you said, the conversation has to be had. And I'm really big on talking. I remember the first time that I had sex with my current partner. You know what I'm saying? I said, hey, after, you know what I'm saying, like I enjoy myself, but, later I'd like to talk. Later I'd like to talk about our sex and what just took place because, like, I want to know what works for you, what you're into, what you like, because I want to make sure I do this right. Like, I want to make sure I please my woman. Like, I don't want her to be able to, like, talk shit with her girls and be like, yo, he's a really, really nice guy, so I'm going to stay with him, but the dick is just kind of all right. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't really come, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've had that happen before where I wasn't fully satisfying a woman and I was getting off all the time, so I was just like, oh, we good, because she keep giving it to me and I keep getting off, so we're good. Well, it's ignorance. You know what I'm saying? It was selfishness, but it was ignorance. And, what's more selfish is how I am today. Like, I would say that I haven't given B grade dick in a very long time. Like, you gonna get A- or better. That's the kind of dick you gonna get from me.
Damn.
And I do that selfishly, not for my pleasure, but for you. I'm fucking you so you can come and I can be like, I did that. That's what's selfish about me. Like, I'm sucking toes. I'm licking you from the bottom of your foot to the crown of your head. I'm in your ears. I'm on your neck. I'm in your ass. I'm wherever I want to be. Now, if you feel uncomfortable with it, please let me know. But I'm trying everything out. Now, I might not lick your ass the first time we meet or the first time we have sex. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to eat the pussy the first time. Like, that's almost a given. That's my thing. That's for me.
See? So, okay. Right. So my thing would be, what's wrong with doing everything else you like to do from the moment you guys decide to have sex?
Right. I think the eating ass part is like, I enjoy that as much as I enjoy eating pussy. You know what I'm saying? Especially if the woman reacts to it in a way that, makes me happy. You know what I'm saying? She likes it. I really don't. It's not gonna make sense because I just ran through it in my head and it doesn't make sense because I said I would eat the pussy right off the bat, no problems. But the ass is a little different. You know what I'm saying? Because poop come out of there, right?
So that's girlfriend status. Or are we just talking about girl? We are talking about girl. Yeah, you did. Yeah,
I guess. Like, even if you're not my girl, we just kind of went out a couple times. We had sex a couple times. Like, I might not eat the ass until you come to the crib and you was like, baby, we had a good time. You mind if I take a shower at the crib? Go through, shower. Because I know that's the cue. That's the cue. I'm about to eat this ass now because she just showered in my bathroom. Like, I know she ain't gonna, take a shit in my bathroom. That's right. No woman wants to do that. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm gonna eat the ass because I don't know what you know what I'm saying? You could have been letting out silent farts and I wasn't smelling them or nothing like that. But now I go to eat your ass and now I'm like, oh, sewage. You know what I'm saying?
I have a question for you guys.
39. Shout out to everybody out there. Viewing us on YouTube, everybody right here on the live. And matter of fact, we have something from the live. Lisa says, question is, and this is for the men, and
I have a question for you guys too.
This is a real thing here, and I've experienced this with my new spouse. It says, have you asked before you dived in? Have you ever asked a woman what she needs to make her come? I'm gonna get that to you first.
Yes, I always ask. Yeah, I always ask. Because what I've noticed is most women don't come from just penetration alone. It's usually clitoris stimulation, clitoral stimulation. And you got to find the balance. Now, one of the girls that I was having sex with before, while we would have sex, while I was like dick in penetration, traditional penetration, she would be rubbing her clit. So I could just focus on the stroke, and she would work on that, and then boom, we would always come together. That was always pretty dope. The next chick, she just came pretty much every time I touched her, which I thought was like weird, but it also made me feel like a fucking king.
It's ego boosters, as my boy.
Bro.
Ego boosters, like my boy like to say.
Man, it was amazing.
And what I'm about to say, I was used to.
But yeah, my current, you know what I'm saying, like the first time we did have sex, I know she didn't come. And that's why I'm like, yo, we got to have the conversation because I need to know exactly what works for you.
Gotcha.
And so I realize it takes her a little bit longer of the clit stimulation. And so, boom, take care of that. And there's a balance. There's a way you can do it, bro. I got the cheat codes to it. I don't want to say it on air because she gonna hear it, but we can talk about the cheat codes later because I know how to bust it right out.
I'm gonna answer this question and then I'm gonna get to your question. So, I was always used to the ego boosters.
Okay.
I
came. Oh, baby, I'll always come.
Yeah, type of thing. And when I met my significant other, it was really like a reality check for the boy. Like, yeah, you thought you was the man.
Yeah, those are good though.
You thought you was that guy. and she would always say, you just have to listen. As Lisa just said, listen to my body. It's not that hard.
It's really not.
And I'm like, bruh, excuse me. Like, I gave you everything just now. Like, everything I gave. Like, I gave everything. I did all my moves. You know what I'm saying? I did all my moves.
But not all women are the same.
Exactly. And this is what I'm saying. Like, I literally, men out here, listen. Okay? Listen, you are going to run into. And you know what it did, though? But it just added to everything. Because everything else outside of that I had to work for. With her. So it was like, damn, even down to pleasing you, it is not an easy thing. You know what I'm saying? And study, you know what I'm saying? And not study books, but as Lisa stated, study your woman, study your girl, and things of that sort. So it is a real thing. Mm-hmm. It is a real thing, and a lot of it's body and connection and tightness and
it's subtle things that you should pick up on if you're in tune. You can't just be fucking a girl because it's a warm body. I mean, you can. That's cool, but not when you're in a healthy relationship. You can't just be fucking a warm body in a healthy relationship. You have to be connected, and it makes it so much more pleasurable for you as well. Like, I mean, I fucking make love in the same sessions. You know what I'm saying? And the love making is the best part when I can like listen to how she pants.
You gonna put butterflies behind this when you edit it?
Yeah. When we're pressed up against each other and you can feel like the sweat glands like merging into one, man. It's flutter. Yeah, man.
Usher.
Hey, man, shout out to my babe, man. We good.
Hey, shout out to bae. But this, and so Lulu.
Yeah, Lulu had a question.
Shout out to the ladies out there that's chiming in on the live and everybody that's gonna chime in on YouTube. But
I guess this can go both ways. So
I don't go both ways.
Not like that.
I'm
okay.
a man.
So it's how do I want to wear this? So okay, for you guys, let me just use this for an example. If a girl says, "Oh, I don't give head," is that a problem?
Yeah.
Just like if a guy, I've had guys that'd be like, "No, I don't give head," and
so,
I'm just like,
"So you don't have sex?" Not with me.
So you're gonna get cheated on? No.
Not even cheating. You're not gonna get cheated on by me if you don't give head.
Yeah.
Because we're not gonna be together.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like I.
And then how would you go about that? Well,
okay. So for me, for a grown woman in this day and age to say that, I would have to know why. I would automatically assume it had to be based on a bad experience, because I've met women that don't like it being done to them.
Yeah.
They think it's nasty. And so, but it was based on them having a bad experience with it.
Yeah.
That person. But then I met another person that literally was saying it's nasty. I know what comes out of there. This, that, and the third. So,
but don't swallow.
No, talking about to them.
Because for us, all that shit just go right down.
Yeah, they didn't want it done to them. But I think I would ask the question like, okay, so what happened? Did you have a bad experience?
Yeah.
You know, but normally it's a bad experience. Like, traditionally from what
I don't think you can talk a woman into sucking dick if she says she don't suck dick. And if she had a bad experience that led her to no longer do it.
I'm in love.
Yeah.
See, that's weird to me. Like, I don't give head unless I'm in love. And I'm not Lisa, I love you. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect, but I think because I don't even ask questions, right? Like I say, I ask questions, but like if we're about to engage in sex and she don't give me head the first time, I don't think anything of it. You know what I'm saying? We just had sex for the first time.
Right, got you.
Second time, maybe not. Third time, now it's like, all right, cool. Hey, I really like my dick sucked. That hasn't happened with you. What's up? Oh, I don't suck dick. Oh, okay, cool. Can I get my money back for that movie ticket?
No, you petty. See, that's petty.
It's not petty because it's like, bro, like when I'm sexually involved with somebody, I would like to give you everything that I have.
Yeah.
And I want it in return. And if everything that you have is not going to sufficiently fulfill me, then I don't want you, because then my only option is to cheat on you or to go get a supplementary piece. And I don't want that because that's a headache and that's more money I got to spend. In order to get a true supplementary piece, I got to go either pay for gas to pick her up and bring her over, or I got to buy her food or something. Like it's always paying for the pussy. And I would prefer to only pay for one pussy. If I'm paying, I'd prefer to only pay for one. And if that one is really good, then she'll go get some other ones. So,
now, are you defensive about it? Like if she says, "Oh no, I don't give head," are you like, "What do you mean you don't give head?" Blah, blah, blah.
When I was younger, yeah, I probably would have asked, like, "What do you mean you don't give head? That's so stupid. That's so childish. Bitch, grow up. Act like an adult. Have an affair." No, but now it's just like I don't have enough time in the world to deal with that shit. Like, you don't suck dick. All right, cool, because my dick does not get sucked. So we good. Have a good day. And it's like, because I eat pussy, it's like I know I'm eating the pussy and you're enjoying yourself and you getting off and you not sucking dick. That's unethical. Like, that's just wrong.
Yeah.
Everything about you tells me that you're a selfish asshole and you're not somebody that I need to have in my life if you can't suck a dick.
Damn.
Unethical ass bitches. That's worse than disrespecting the flag.
Wow. Yeah. What kind of transition could we?
I don't know, man. I think we covered some really solid ground, man.
Well, speaking of babies and babies being in,
we wasn't speaking of no babies. What the fuck is you talking about?
Sex makes babies.
Or the analogy, swallow my kids. I was getting ready to do a little funny transition into the whole Kylie Jenner pregnancy.
Oh yeah, some rumors.
Yes.
Well, not only Kylie, but Chloe too.
They're in a race. Who gonna have the most babies?
hey, these ladies on the live ain't letting this subject go.
What are they saying?
It says, Lisa said, none taking offense. It says, but I don't give head like that. If we just a beat or a jump off. Then she comes back and says, a woman knows, like a man knows what their intentions are with a person.
Agreed.
Tata says, do you have to suck a dick?
Yeah. Yes, 100%. You have to.
Melly Mel says, I agree with him.
Thanks, Mel. Thanks, Melly. God damn, Tata. What you mean, do you have to suck a dick? Do you want to have sex? I think, like Twan said, like, eating ass, to me, is a part of sex. I'm going to do that. I'm going to eat your pussy. My expectation is not that you're going to eat my ass, although I like it. I don't expect you to do that, but I do expect you to suck my dick and my balls. Like,
if you give me head, then if you give me head, I give you head. If you don't get anything.
Okay, so I was going to ask you.
But I feel like that's unfair. Like, if I didn't give it to you today, you're just not going to suck my dick today because I didn't give it to you today. That's why I asked the question, because my old situationship, he was like, "Oh, I don't give head," and I was like, "Really?" And he goes, but I like my dick getting sucked," and I was like, might as well go somewhere else. How is that fair for me? How's that fair for me? Question: who goes first to
decide? Hold on. Listen to this. So I guess this is women's logic of why they think men want head. If the pussy is a lake, then what you need head for when it's just a beat?
Okay, so for me, it's preparation.
No, she said, okay, I see what she's saying. If it's just a beat. Nah.
For me, it's preparation. That I have a method to my madness. I prefer, now it doesn't always happen, but I prefer to get head to kick off sex. That's just the way I like it, because I like to get my dick warmed up, and then I kind of get a balance of how I can control this thing today. You know what I'm saying? Because pussy is amazing. There's nothing that's ever going to top pussy. Mouth is never going to come close to pussy. Period. It's a warm up. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, okay, it's the appetizer.
I don't know.
Boom. Let me know. I gotta know what my
sensation, and I have to worry.
Where my dick is at today. Mm-hmm. I can't really come from head. I've come from head maybe like 5 times my entire life.
Yeah, I get.
Really?
I've gotten I've gotten like been mad at like yo, what the fuck.
So to me, pussy is all things, right? So this is the warm up. My dick is saying, okay, cool, woo, I'm ready. When I jump in that box, it's a wrap. I'm all geared up. My engine is full. I'm ready to go. I'm about to take off, and it would seem counterproductive. It would seem that dick sucking probably took some of the oil out of my engine, but no, it actually it recharges me.
Yo, man, the live is shout out to YouTube. Hey, everybody on YouTube, man, we appreciate y'all watching. The live is going in.
I don't even know how we got on this topic.
Like you're crying.
What you mean?
You mean him, or like when the person is like when you're doing it and the sound of the man?
Oh, I don't know. I just
sometimes you gotta
elaborate.
You gotta elaborate.
Yeah, I don't know that I make a whole lot of. I just be yeah, hell yeah. Like I make sounds. Like I want you to know it shit feel good to me.
Say you should like you do it like a robot. Mouth check, head check, pussy check.
Boom. I like that.
That's Lisa. Shout out to
Lisa.
The live is jumping on this topic.
We got a couple minutes, but
yeah, we got a few more minutes. What you want to round off with?
Man, look. Shout out to your boy for getting Kylie pregnant and catching a check.
Travis Scott, man.
Yeah, shout out to Travis Scott.
Flame.
Shout out to Travis Scott for getting a check.
For this life I cannot change.
How's that baby gonna look?
Shout out to Tristan Thompson for giving up half his money.
Yeah. Tristan Thompson is now.
You just put $40 million in the Kardashian pussy. Yep. You fucking idiot.
What's wrong with them?
I don't know,
and then Kim
bro.
has a surrogate.
Oh yeah.
So if it lines up, the babies will all be due around the same time. They'll be
That Kardashian brand is fucking strong.
Because I think Kim's surrogate is due January, and according for Kylie, she'll be due February, and the same for Chloe. January, February.
All right. It says we got to go back to this.
Go back.
It says I just feel like you could have good sex and you don't suck dick. You don't suck pussy.
You can't have good sex without head. You know what I'm saying? There's times when the jump off just has to jump off.
First off, you do suck pussy.
Yeah, there's times when me and my girl is like, we start kissing and it's like, fuck, let's just get right to it. And then the sex is still good because it's sex is good, especially when you care about the person that you're having sex with. But I prefer to have head, not all the time, but I'm guessing like 75 to 80% of the time I'd like to have head as a part of my sexual routine.
I don't think that's far-fetched, brother.
Yeah, and I'm not saying you got to be there all damn night. Just give it what you got. Just give it what you got. Get it revved up. Spit on it. Let that shit drip down,
give it what
man.
You got.
Let that thick saliva from the back of your throat slide down my shaft, touch my balls, and then you lick it right back up.
Yeah.
Shout out to episode 39.
Episode 39.
Will we continue right after this? Do y'all want to pick this right back up?
I guess.
Or y'all want to end it?
What we doing? We got another segment?
We can do another segment. We'll be right back, y'all.
All right.
Maybe the best podcast.
So we do like a little 10-minute segment?
Yeah, we can do like a little quick wrap up to wrap it up.
I like a little quick wrap up. Little quick wrap up, and then I can throw my little NBA stuff.
Well, definitely shout out to the live. Shout out to the women that have chimed in, because I thought the segment was really fun, especially because of the live interaction.
Yes.
Man.
Yes, it definitely was dope.
I like that we involved the women in this.
Yeah. Shout out to the women. We got women hoes. That's why we got women co-hosts. Because we know out here. So in wrapping it up, I want to bring up one of my favorite thing that's getting ready to come back: basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Basketball is my favorite sport. Hey. I like the way it dribbled up and down the court.
So real quick, Melo to OKC. Dwayne Wade to the Cavs. How do we feel?
Golden State in 4.
Do we need an Eastern Conference?
This is true.
Yes, the Eastern Conference is probably going to be the most exciting, even
It's
with
all
the
super
additions.
teams.
Even with the additions to the West, Washington Wizards, look out for them boys. Boston Celtics, look out for them boys. Cleveland will be Cleveland. They'll be, either second or third seed because they don't care enough to play hard in the regular season, which might come back to bite them in the ass this year because I think Boston is the real deal with a better coach, a better system, and better system players. And a superstar in Kyrie and Gordon Hayward. So, but yeah, I like what Washington has. They haven't really upgraded, but they kept their core. I like that. Again, Boston. I love what Charlotte did. The addition of Dwight Howard, which sounds weird that an addition of Dwight Howard today makes a difference, but I think it does, especially with the leadership that they have. You have Nicholas Batum, you have Kemba Walker, you have Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, you have Cody Zeller, Frank Kaminsky. Like, they have a legitimate squad there, so I'm anxious to see what they do.
Somebody should have thrown some players to the Magic.
We hurt.
We need some of those.
Hey, I'm hoping Jonathan Isaac becomes something because I remember saying I didn't want Jonathan Isaac. I wanted Jason Tatum.
Raving about him. They're really raving about him.
Yeah, I wanted Jason Tatum so bad, but of course Boston snagged him up early.
Yep.
And we ended up with Jonathan Isaac.
Simmons breaking out. I think I was reading some stuff on him in training camp, but watch out for that dude. Anybody that pay their way to the D League is something special. I'm just letting you know that right now.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, look, we had the same story with home team with a guy named Ben Wallace.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he ended up becoming a Hall of Famer for Detroit.
Made his name, but he won a couple of the defensive players of
the year. Yeah.
So, anyways, in wrap up, because we wrapping up on the live, y'all. We wrapping up. She said, "Why we change the subject?" This is the wrap up segment.
We'll bring it back to end part of the wrap up, but for sure.
Really quick, my Lakers. Duh. This is what this whole thing's about, baby. Lonzo Ball is going down. You know he was 3-0 in scrimmage yesterday. He just wins all the time. It doesn't matter what level, what stage, Summer League, G League, any league, Euro League, NBA League.
Hey, man.
Coach Walton said this. He told the 4 and the 5s, when you get that rebound, you find the point guard and you get to your spot.
Run. Get the ball to Lonzo and fucking run.
I would
Fill
be
the lane.
interested to see how he's going to be this season. If he's going to be part of the
Yes,
hype.
I'll post the YouTube page.
You know what? Look no further than his tape from UCLA. Okay?
But college is different from the big leagues.
It is, but in college, you're never supposed to average 7 assists in a game. That's just not supposed to happen. Not with the way that half-court offense is set up, the way defenses are set up to stop a star player. He should have never averaged 7 assists in a game. That he did, that tells me that he has incredible court vision, especially in the half court, or that he can anticipate where a defense is going to be and where you should be and can put you in the right spot.
So you still, after all this, you still don't believe in the ball?
No.
You know what? My boy Lonzo gonna show y'all. Shout out to LeVar Ball and Ball in the Family, which actually records on the same night we record on. I'm like, dope, that's dope.
Yeah.
You know. I mean, they don't record, but they drop the episode. So.
Yeah.
Oh, we can't watch it.
Oh, see, that's. I gotta get a petty bill just for you. So, in wrap up, whatever y'all want to talk about, if you want to end it with the subject that we spoke on, whatever. I'm done.
I'm just looking forward to the upcoming weeks as Grammy nominations have started coming out, and for those of you that know at least Twan and I. When we started this podcast it started around Grammy nominations, and we were building this up, and it just never really got off the ground at the end of last year. And so we ended up starting it at the beginning of this year. So it's almost kind of like an anniversary or a homecoming in itself. So I'm excited to get this talk in about the Grammys and everybody that feels snubbed. And I'm going to say the same shit we ended up saying last year. Basically, fuck the Grammys. Show up to the Essence Festival. Show up to the BET Awards. Show up to all the places that will honor our music if we care that much. We shouldn't be caring about an award that comes from a bunch of people that don't listen to our music or care about our culture.
And get mad about it. That's the thing.
Right.
Get mad about it. Like, get upset about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You be like, dang, I'm disappointed I lost. Like, you get upset that the genre's ignored or whatever.
Yeah, if you get beat out by Taylor Swift, bro, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? come to our award show where you can get beat out by Cardi B or Drake or Kanye or Jay-Z.
Shout out to Cardi B.
Yes, number one record in the country. First female rap artist since Lauryn Hill, 23 years with no feature. We have to express.
So we just gonna disqualify the fact that it didn't become number one until Kodak Black got on the record?
To be honest,
whatever you want to do.
I haven't heard.
Taylor Swift came out of nowhere with that one. She would have been number one had Taylor Swift not dropped that record.
Yeah, no. Kodak Black did get on the remix, but it's whack. Talking about he's switching up the flow. Shut up.
No, I didn't hear his original. Whatever his original song was, I only heard Bodak Yellow. I don't know anything about Kodaks.
Yeah, nah. If a Kodak, I'm not gonna spend this time.
Yeah, no flocking hard actually.
I can't think of a song that I've ever enjoyed from.
Yeah, nah, no flocking. I got okay, no flocking hard. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, for me, it's just I don't disrespect people just because they don't make music for me. It's like you don't make music for me, and that's cool. So shout out to you. But on some music tip, man. Like I'm just excited about what's about to come. I think the last quarter we always get great music in the last quarter, so I'm anxious to see what happens. Hip hop, R&B is alive and well. We have great young artists representing the culture in a positive way, and that's it, man. I got so much love for everybody out there that's doing things in the right way, moving in the right way. And to me, what the right way is doing what you're passionate about, what you love. And if you're ignorant about something, educating yourself on it so that you may speak on it in an educated manner, and articulate your thoughts in a right way. Period. You can disagree with me, but as long as you're doing it and you're educating yourself and you're going about something that you're passionate about, and loving yourself, love yours, like J. Cole said. And if you're brown skinned like us, you got this golden, like just skin that fucking glows in the sun like nobody else's can. Man, love your brown skin. Love your brown skin because it's amazing and nobody else is like us. We are fucking awesome. That's it for me.
Dang.
Lulu?
Tank's album comes out Friday.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be good.
Tank's one of my favorite writers.
Yeah, Tank's dope.
I've heard a couple songs. I can't wait for it to come out.
Yeah, not a fan of his voice anymore, but he's definitely one of my favorite writers. So,
I'm gonna be real with y'all. I've been playing French Montana's album.
Okay.
French Montana has the top 3 turn album of the year.
Yeah,
I said that last.
Yeah, man.
Said it, right?
I haven't really heard it.
Yeah, I've been jamming French. My boy Ellie So Stray, Sleep is for the Weak. Please go out, check that one out. That's dope. If you got a title, Sleep is for the Weak. Still Up All Night. That's his 2 joints.
Russ came out with 3 songs.
Russ dropped 3?
3 or 4,
boy,
but on
Tory
his
Lanez.
SoundCloud.
On SoundCloud, Tory Lanez just dropped his first single.
Yeah.
Shooters. I like the direction he went. He went mixtape Tory Lanez.
Right.
But on his new songs is produced by Scott Storch. I have not heard that name in forever.
Welcome back, Scotty.
Yeah. That's the apparent Joe Budden diss. That song came out well before that Complex thing. He was doing a play on words.
I didn't really feel like it was a diss.
Yeah, that song came out well before that.
I didn't feel like it was a diss.
Shout out to YouTube. Shout out to SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play Music. Love y'all. To the end of the world and back. Please subscribe to the YouTube page, like, comment, review. The love that we got on Facebook Live tonight, I'd love to see that everywhere. Just
that was fun.
Make sure y'all comment if y'all think something I said was off, weird, wrong.
Then good.
Yeah, man, air us out. We love that shit.
Hey, man, sorry y'all. I totally forgot that we was recording. I didn't mean to do that. I appreciate y'all for real. Please share, please like, comment. We need those comments to make us better. This is our 39th episode, 8th video now on YouTube. So I've added us to my playlist because every time we drop a video, I add it to our playlist. Like so I'll know when we drop. That's how I know. Please, man, please. It's important, it's imperative that we support us and this thing, man. So we appreciate y'all.
Lulu, Twan D, love y'all.
My birthday's in 6 days.
Shout out.
So next week we'll be celebrating Lulu's birthday, man.
Yes, we will.
So
Oh, I
birthday
gotta bring you
episode.
guys chocolate.
that works. Dark chocolate.
Dark chocolate.
Yeah, that works.
So your birthday's next Wednesday.
Yes.
Ah. Peace.
Bye.
Maybe the best podcast.
Let my jury shake a little bit. MTB, maybe the best podcast. I am your host, Vern Diddy, aka the Hot Dad. And I promise, I got me a bag, yeah. I fuck up a check, I'm thumbing through cash, yeah. Lil' mama, she got it, her booty is fat, yeah. She bougie as fuck, she know that she bad, and bougie. I keep it 100, I keep it 1,000, yeah. Portfolio growing, investment in housing, yeah. I'm out here eating like my stomach was growling, yeah. To my money long enough to buy me an island. Bitch, I'm trying to see a couple M's with exponents on it and enjoy the moment. Bitches kissing bitches, switching, take the dick, and they just out here living. Who am I to complain about it? I've been linked to some bad bitches way before the money. I'm the same without it, I'm insane without it. So I Lego that money and level up till it look like a mountain in my interest on autopilot. Woo! No Gucci, no Louis, but bitch, I be styling. Yeah. The weed is Jamaican, my shoes is Italian.